Okay, the units of output for Lab 9. All right, so we bought a pavement roller. It cost us $625,000. We think it's gonna last us 4 years and have a $25,000 residual when we're done with it. It's gonna be used up by pavement miles rolled. So we're gonna use units of output, and we think the total expected miles is 189,500 miles. Then it also tells you how many miles we used it each year. Okay, so when you're doing units of output, it's very similar to straight line. The only difference is your life is in terms of units. So you do the cost minus the residual, so 625 minus 25,000. Then you divide it by the 189,500 miles that you expect to use it for. And that gives you a depreciation amount per mile of $3.17. Now we did round that a little bit, so it's gonna make a difference when we get down here to the end. All right, so that's our depreciation per unit. Now remember this first line up here, scratch it out. Don't write anything in that. All right, so we want 317, and that number stays the same. All right, so that's not gonna change. All right, then you multiply that by the number of miles that you used it each year. So in 2016, we used it for 40,000 miles. All right, so 317 times 40,000 is 126,800. All right, that just carries across, and our accumulated is 126,800 that first year. All right, and then the cost minus accumulated depreciation gives you a new book value of 498,200. All right, then in year 2, we used it for 42,500 miles. So you multiply that out, it's 134,725. All right, accumulated means you add it up, it accumulates. So 126.8 plus the 134,725 is 261,525. Then you subtract that from the 625 and you get 363,475. All right, then the third year, we used it for 57,000 miles. That is a 5, sorry. Which multiplied out comes to $180,690. All right, you add that to the accumulated to get 442,215. I think I wrote that right, okay. All right, and then 625 minus the 442 is 182,785. All right, and then you would normally multiply by the 50,000. Okay, but that gives us 158,500, which if I carry it all the way across, takes this below $25,000. This has to stop when it hits the residual of 25. So this has to be 25. If this is 25,000, then our accumulated has to be 600 because 625 minus 600 is 25. So this has to be 600. All right, and so then I subtract to find out what this number should be. So the difference between the 600 and the 442,215, this is actually gonna be 157,785. We had to plug that one, all right? And it's a little bit off because we rounded over here.